Today I'm going to play the Mega Man X game from 1993 in hopes of educating people born after 1993 of what a vintage video game looks like. This one was a classic. I mean, like an actual iconic classic. It was insanely popular. Insanely popular. Back then, this game could be beaten in like a few hours, and that was like enough for people. Because people would play the game and restart it. Play the game and restart it, and they would have so much fun. They wouldn't do it for achievements or the glory. It was just a fun game to play. So, the capture card is finally booted up, and we can display it. Okay. Oh, that's a little loud. I'll turn it down some. Okay, here we go. Okay. So you see right here, that's my health bar on the left, if anyone's confused. X just represents, you know, Mega Man X. That's like his name, basically. Oh, God, I got hit. And this is a, let me turn the sound down a little. Holy smokes. This is a side-scroll basing game. So it scrolls to the right, basically, the whole time. You can go back to the left, right? You can go back there. I mean, but there's, like, no point. But what interesting would happen is if you were to leave the screen, go off screen and come back, you see right there that enemy that dropped the claw down, it respawns. The second the enemy comes off screen, you can they will instantly respawn as if you never saw them. Like if this was your first time seeing them in your life. The enemy itself respawns. So you can actually farm HP. You see the health bar there? I went back one time. I forgot about this guy. Oh man, so this is basically a mini boss right here, if you haven't guessed. It's teaching you a mechanic. You see how the enemy is coming towards you. You shoot at the eye right there, it instantly destroys it. The boss timer is basically slowly going to the left. And there's two ways to do it. You basically keep shooting at its wings, you know, the propellers at the top, and you kill it that way. Or you can get hit and basically glitch through the enemy. And when you glitch through it, here we go. The best point to hit this is at the propellers at the top. And you see right there, when I fired a charge shot, it went through multiple enemies. Mega Man X has a blaster on him, right? And this blaster, basically the longer you charge it and stuff, it will allow the character to slowly do a more powerful attack. So if you want to time your damage to be more productive, you can. So what common times people do is they hold the charge button down at all times. So as they're walking, I'm holding an extra button to charge my blaster. So when an enemy appears on screen, my fully charged blaster usually will like one-shot them instantly, and they'll instantly die. And right now, these are the annoying enemies. They have spikes on them. They have serve no real purpose except to destroy your health bar. And so what I'm doing here is for fun. In modern days, they'd probably make this an achievement where you can destroy the driver and ride on the car. It's like the funnest thing you could ever do. So right now, my health bar is really low. But because this is the first level, it actually doesn't matter too much. Man, that sound is like so loud. Let's turn that down a little more. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So here's the mini boss right here. It's dropping goons, you know, or like extra ads, as you call it. And then this is the actual boss of the level, which you will actually see later. You see how it's interesting enough. The I intentionally died there quickly on purpose. Interesting enough, you see how he's actually in a suit. It may be hard to look at, right? The purple at the top is actually a person in a mecha suit. Down below, you see this? Now this is my friend right here. He's coming to help me. I'm gonna just let the game show his name because he's such a famous person. Oh my god. I wasn't powerful enough. X, you shouldn't be blah 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 blah. Okay, so basically this is the chat. And basically because it was 1993, they didn't have enough physical memory to store audio lines and voice acting lines in the game itself. There wasn't enough space to put it there. And so they play this sound effect over and over again, and it repeats as dialogue is changing on the screen. And that's basically the cheat code right there. And the point of that cheat code is they didn't even have saving. There was no saving your game. What you would have to do is enter that cheat code in, and the developers made a save state in the game. Or if you enter this cheat code, it would unlock the game, have everything unlocked up to that point of the game. So you would have, basically, there was no saves in between or goals or nothing like that, or you couldn't save, you know, they didn't have that. So basically what the cheat codes did was was like mini save states the developers had to pre-make for your progress. And so as a kid, what you had to do was write that code down on the screen. And if you failed to write it down, you completely lost all your work. You would have to replay that level again, or never turn off the console itself, because it would remember your game if the console is left on, but if you turn it off, everything is lost. And so a lot of times your parents would like turn off your console accidentally, or oops, didn't mean to, and you just lost all your work. So you had to have your save state code written down this part is hard to jump, to actually get back in. You notice how the enemies damage you is quite unforgiving here. When they hit you, they actually do a large portion of damage. And that was because games believed in difficulty back then. Like, if you got hit 5-6 times by an enemy, these are like regular non-boss enemies. 5 or 6 times you died. It was game over. Now this is a power-up. And this is basically a scientist who we work with. And the whole point of his character is this is a hologram talking. He's not actually there. And he says, I've empowered your suit you're wearing right now. That's what he's wearing. He's wearing a little blue suit. That's like armor he's basically wearing. And for some reason, he like airdropped and placed them into the levels as you play the game. You will find more and more of these to enhance your character's power. And you get stronger and stronger. And basically, you want to be at max strength before you fight the final boss. So today, I'm going to go through and get 100%. Grab all the E tanks, which is actually basically more life, more energy. And if you need health, that's what it's for. Returns health to your character. But this power-up in Pacific is going to give me the shoes. Now you notice I'm like standing here. Excuse me. Yes, I'm standing here for a second. That was an actual game pause. The game physically wouldn't let you move your character. And the whole point is, like right here, this is automatic. You see, that's just to teach you. Now I can slide. So now you can basically move like 2 or 3 times faster than you normally could. And the whole point of this is to get through levels quicker, which is the main reason why the developers put it at the very beginning of the game, super obvious part of the game. And because this level involves ice. Now what's interesting about this level is I chose to play this level first because it's the most optimal level in the rotation to do. There's the Mecha Suits I was talking about earlier. And this game, if you kill the bosses in a certain order, it will actually introduce different mechanics in the level itself. And we'll get into those later. I think I need the fire power up for that. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go through that level again, and I'm going to show you the other route. Oh wow, it starts me right here. I didn't realize that. There's another route you can actually do right here. Come up, if I can. This enemy is so obnoxious. This is the other route, you see? There's multiple ways to get up here. But this top route lets you avoid the enemies down below. So it's kind of like a something you learn. But basically, you saw the platform was a little shorter. There's going to be a power up in there. And you need, actually it's the fire power to break it. Because we're on the snow level. You need the fire power to like destroy stuff. So it's kind of like obvious. but maybe not to everyone. And so in this game, there's a certain order you fight the bosses, and the optimal order lets you, basically the boss you kill first, which is this one, is Chill Penguin, right? Chill Penguin's power is going to let me fight the next boss much easier. It's basically the boss's weakness. And so the hardest level you actually face in this game is basically beating the very first boss when you don't have a power that's giving you an advantage, because the power itself is allowing you to do like 4 or 5 times more damage than your charged blaster. It's like very strong. But it has a limited resource, so you have to use it sparingly. So right here, I'm having to time my shots. In this case, I timed where I got Chill Penguin off the snow thing right here. Yep, you see how it moves its little penguins it puts on the ground. If you break them, it eliminates the point of him grabbing that lever up there. And what it is the enemy. Oh no, I died right here. And so now we have here, okay, we're gonna do this fight again here. So basically I got killed by, I think it was the ice, oh no, this is bad. I got killed by the ice figures. And so, because my health bar is smaller, it's harder. So this boss fight is, basically the easiest way to do this fight is to charge a shot up, stay in this little corner up here, and then you shoot at Chill Penguin, basically right there, right as he's on his little arm up there he's holding on to. And so, but the second easiest way, I guess the more casual way, if you find that too difficult, is to fire the pea shooters at Chill. I can't even focus, I'm talking. Fire the pea shooters at Chill Penguin to slowly whittle his health down. So basically, we had a life system, and that's what that was. When I died there a second time, it's like, oh, you're out of lives, which you can actually pick more and more up. There's certain levels where you can get additional lives. You can actually pick those up. But what's interesting enough is all the bonus lives that you pick up, they don't carry over between your save states, because the developer didn't add them in, because it's a developer-made save state, not your personal save state. So collecting a bunch of bonus lives actually only is useful if you plan on playing the game for more than one boss fight, basically. So if you do a boss fight, find a bonus life, the next one you play, this boss fight will allow you to have the extra life, otherwise no. So the little blue circle there is the ability kit. You get more powers from that kit. So I have a limited resource right now, and the little blue circle gives me more resources back. But right now I don't have any power-ups, so it's useless. So it's because it's the second time through, it skips the power-up there. Oh man, these flying cranes are so annoying. So you have to be patient here. Some of these enemies are like, if you just go backwards to the left for a second, you can literally just dodge their attack. You like juke their damage. You go to the left, you dodge all their damage, and then you can continue on. So this is the Mecha Suit. I'm gonna take this. Take the shortcut right up here. And I'll get this power up later. There's actually, I think it's a reserve tank. Or not a reserve tank, but a E-tank where you can get more HP on your gauge. And so after I get a certain power up, I have to come back later and get it. There's the snowballs that actually grow into a giant snowball that decays. But you can actually, if you have a charged shot, you can break it. But most times it's better to just dodge it. You can see how annoying this is. Alright, here's Chill Penguin right here. I know, this is basically kind of like the loading of the game, and that's why they have like 2 locked doors. Okay, so And you see when he's on the ground like this, you can't hurt him. So you see how he put the frost in the air and it moves your character. You didn't jump in front of him by choice. I'm going to try to get in the wall. Dodge the ice attacks. The thing is, if I'm on the wall, I don't want the frost can't move me to either side. Ooh, that was close. Now he does the belly roll right here, belly slide, after basically taking too much damage from the charge shot. Now he's summoning 2 more. I'm gonna shoot him when he jumps up here. After he does his, I guess he's shooting ice out of his mouth attack. I don't know what it's called. Now if you look at my health bar, I'm almost dead. And that's how these fights go. You have to play them perfectly. Oh, no. That leap was literally the entire level. Hold on a second. 1 second.